few moments here with the breath. Either sinking the sit bones down into the floor or down into your heels, whatever is comfortable. See if you can tune into that energetic body. So in yoga, in Ayurveda, we don't just have bones and muscles and skin. We've got the physical body, and then we've got the pranic body, the energy body. We've also got the mental, emotional body, the psychic body, and the bliss body. See if you can tune into that pranic body, that energy. Feel it buzzing around your system, maybe pulsating or tingling. Nice deep breath in all the way up through the crown of the head. And just roll the shoulders back and down and gently start to open the eyes. Just wriggle the fingers, move around. I'm going to come into another down dog, slightly different down dog. So instead of having the hands wide, we're going to have the hands close. So I don't know if you can see that. The fingers are, thumbs are either going to be touching or just an inch or two apart at the most. We're going to have the feet a bit wider than normal, and we're going to have the feet closer to the hands. And the effect of this is, if you just go into all fours and maybe a couple of inches back, and then take the feet to the edge of the mat, and then lift up and step forward. So you've got quite a good bit of weight on your feet, and this means there's not so much strain in the shoulders and the chest. Roll the shoulders open and push back, and stay here. Just leave the neck neutral, let it hang. Just let the ears nestle between the shoulders, but roll the shoulders open so the armpits are kind of rolling towards each other in the front of your body. And if you're comfortable staying here, stay here for a good few moments. And the reason I like this one, if you take your attention to the back of the shoulders, I feel it takes me inside myself, inside my own head. It's quite introspective. If you need to come down, come down. You can always come back up again if you feel comfortable. So make sure that you have your feet a little bit closer to the hands than you would normally. Arms nice and close, hands really close towards each other. Just feel more of the weight coming onto the feet to give you that time to relax into the pose a bit longer than normal. Nice deep breaths. And then just come back down onto your knees. Shake out your legs. Release the wrists. Do whatever you need to do just to release and let go of that posture. So taking the attention to the tops of the shoulders and the back of the neck is quite nice as well, because that's your thyroid. When we do yoga, a lot of the chakras coincide with glands, and we're trying to get the energy moving around the glands and the organs, get the blood flowing, get everything cleansed and refreshed. So if we've got a lot of toxins here in the way of hormones, then we can just get that moving, balancing out our mental and emotional energy. So we're going to come back to the lunges on the other side. So we took the right leg back, and now we're going to take the right leg forward. So taking the right leg forward. Let's just come back and forward a couple of times. I know we've done this already, but just to reopen the front of the hip. And then curl onto your back toes and push down into that leg, and then just come up and down a few times. Lift up into a back bend if you have it, but if not, don't worry. Sinking down and up. Quite intense stretch in the back of the front of the back leg. Then just bring the torso back down and release the toes so you're resting on the knee and the top of the foot. Now we're just going to sweep the arms up and down. Sorry, up, and then just sink down into the hips and take the hips up and down. And as you come down, you might find a back bend in this position by pushing down strongly into the legs. None of this comes from the shoulders, it all comes from the core. And then sweep the arms down. And then just curl onto the back toes and kick your leg forward into a forward bend. Just hang here and release. And then soften the knees and walk the hands up the front of the legs, scooping the belly in, rippling up, restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Slowly coming up to standing. And shake out. And let's just stand in Tadasana, checking in with our posture, our alignment, our physical body. Any thoughts or feelings that come and go. Just reconnecting to the physical body. Draw the shoulder blades back towards each other. Opening the front of the chest. Engaging the abdominals. And then you might want to turn side on your mat. So we're going to just take the right leg out to the side into a warrior one position. So just mind that your knee tracks over your foot. If you need to turn the hips towards that front knee, that bent knee, that's fine. And then, so you've got your right leg out and bent, take your left arm behind, just to encourage the chest to be in a straight line with the edge, the long edge of the mat. And then from here, just slide the right arm down and feel that stretch coming up the side of the body. So stretching up the right side of the body, and then just come up and down a few times. Keeping the knee bent. And then come down. And straighten that right leg. Push down into both feet Nice and strong. Straighten the leg. Take the right arm and sweep it out to, your left arm, sweep it out to the side and up, and feel that stretch intensify. And all the way overhead. Feel the stretch moving all the way up into the armpit. Pushing down into both feet. Then take the arm back up. Bring the torso back upright. Turn the feet parallel, facing the long edge of the mat. Soft knees hang forward. Just stay here in a nice wide leg forward bend. Pushing down into the feet. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed on the outsides and insides and fronts and backs of the feet. Feel that opening up in the insides of the thighs. Then take the hands down and soft knees. Walk the hands up the front of the legs, restacking the spine. Nice and slow. All the way up. Head and shoulders last, and then just shake out. Massage the feet into the mat. Circle the wrists. Any movements you feel your body wants to make. Nice deep breath into Tadasana. And then step to the other side of the mat and take your left leg out to the side. Make sure the knee is tracking over the foot. Turn the hips towards the knee a little bit if need be. And then you'll observe, if you're turning the hips a little bit, you'll observe that you need to twist the chest to get it facing over the long edge of the mat. So if you had any issues in the spine, this might not be comfortable, so we don't want to be uncomfortable. Taking the right arm and draping it behind the sacrum. Taking the left arm. And then just keeping the chest parallel with the long edge of the mat. Just come down with the knee bent. And back up. So we feel a nice stretch in that right hip. Down and up, a couple more times. One more time, come down, knee bent, and now we're going to straighten up that front leg, that left leg, and then just take the right arm, take it behind so the shoulder blades are drawn towards each other, stretch it up like Hermione, and all the way overhead, so the stretch is moving into the armpit. Take a few breaths here. And then bring the arm back upright, sweep the torso up, bring the feet parallel, soft knees, hang forward again, just relaxing and releasing. Push down into the soles of your feet like you're squashing bubble wrap down on the mat. Rock the head side to side, relax the jaw. And then lift your torso up part of the way. We're going to come into a squat, okay? If you kind of have to just wriggle your way down, so I can't tell you how far your feet have to be apart or what angle your feet are, but if you can't get your feet flat, with the elbows inside the knees like this, just take blocks, roll up your mat, something just to lift your heels. So it'll depend on your bone structure and your genetics in the hips. Don't beat yourself up. So if you are in a nice squat, and Veronica, I can't see you, so I'm just going to trust you that you're happy and comfortable. And I like this squat. We had a full moon a couple of days ago, and that's why I'm doing this moon salute, or a variation of it. And the moon and the sun are in opposition. So we've got the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. And this pose, I feel, really embodies the root chakra and the sacral chakra, two very opposing forces or complementary pairs, if you want to see it that way. Much more positive way of seeing it. So push the elbows to the legs. And as you inhale, feel the softness and the lightness. So if you need to lean against the wall or even sit down to do this, then just take care of your hips. Good. Don't push anything. And as you inhale and feel the lightness, the sukha, the ease coming into the body, lengthen up through the spine and grounding down into the soles of the feet. And as you start to exhale, just start to pull the lower belly in towards the spine. And as you reach the end of your exhale, pulling in, you might feel your pelvic floor. That is Mula Bandha. And again, see if you can do another 2 nice long deep breaths. Pulling the base of the abdomen in on the exhale. Great, and then just see if you can sit down onto the sit bones and do whatever your legs want to do. Maybe come into a butterfly or stretch the legs out straight, anything at all. Just let the legs do what they want. Give them a wee shake out, side to side. Anything you feel you need to do. And let's just sit in that nice comfortable position that you've found for yourself. Couple of breaths. Dog wants in. He's not getting in. I'll let him in at the end, you can wave to him. Okay, so we're going to do a nice seated balancing pose. And it's a bow and arrow. Okay, so you would hook with your first, just like pulling a bow, the bow, hook the big toe, and then literally pull the bow and arrow. So there's your bow and there's your arrow. If that's not working, just take your heel down. I want to see you lifting up. That's much more important to be nice and lifted than just kind of managing to balance with no control. Okay, so I want to see control. I want to see a strong archer. And if you can't take your toes, just take your leg, thigh, whatever part of the leg is working. Just focus on keeping that core strong and lifted. And then bring the legs back in. See if you can swap hands with your bow and arrow. Feel that core really lifting. Good. Just do what you can. The most important thing is that core is really lifting. Feel the base of the spine really squeezing in. Then bring the legs back. And if you can, and you want to, you can take both legs out to the side and really lift up, nice and strong. Deep breaths. So if you're toppling a bit, just don't worry about getting the feet. Your yoga's not about the union of the hands and the feet. It's about the union of lots of other things, but not the hands and the feet. Pull the core in, and if you want to, you can let your legs come down onto the mat. Keep your heels away from the mat, and then you just land on the calves. This is not obligatory. And then just come down into a nice wide leg, forward bend. Don't worry how far you get, just grounding down into the legs. Keep the legs nice and strong so the heels are down and the toes are up. You might be resting on the hands, might get down to the elbows. And as you inhale, just feel the belly blow up like a balloon. And feel that breath pushing right down into the pelvic floor and releasing any tension in the pelvis, in the lower belly. And as you exhale, just let everything go, almost like when you go to the toilet and you have to relax everything. And inhale, blow up the belly like a balloon and feel that breath pushing down into the hip sockets. Releasing any tension around that area. Keep the legs active, heels down, toes up. One last breath in, and this time I want you to push back into the lower back. So the breath is expanding the sacrum, releasing any tension around that area. Come down as far as you want. And then gently come up, bring the head up, bring the hands down, push yourself back. Nice and gently, nice and slowly coming out of this. Taking it easy. Windscreen wipers maybe. Bending and straightening the legs maybe. Maybe even a tabletop. Just whatever you feel you need to do to release from this intense stretch. So we're going to come over and just do a nice, easy, dynamic supine twist. So from here, soles of the feet down on the floor, knees bent, arms just resting out by the side. We're going to take the knees to one side and the head to the other side. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the centre. And then legs and head to the opposite side. Feel this massaging the lower back at the sacrum and also the back of the head. And just feel that softening up in the neck and the jaw. And come back to the centre, bring the knees up to the chest, let's give them a nice hug. You can move your knees around in circles or side to side, massaging the lower back. This is good for, if you've got any problems in that pesky sacroiliac joint, sometimes just massaging it on the floor or on the carpet is quite nice in itself. And we're stimulating the immune system because we've got what's called marma points, pressure points at the base of the spine. So we're just going to stimulate these. And then from here, just take whatever last movements you feel you want, anything you need to do or anything your body is requesting to do. Just take that movement. And then you can get layers on and you can get yourself into your relaxation. And just be comfortable. Good. So you can take the feet to the corners of the mat and roll the feet open, and then take the arms down about the same angle as the legs. If you've got lower back issues, you can either put cushions under your knees or bend your knees right up and take the feet to the edge, the outside edge of the mat, and then drop the knees towards each other. Just roll the shoulders open and rest on the backs of the hands. Just allow your body to breathe itself, enjoying the natural breath. And then we're just going to start tensing up different parts of the body. So we'll start with the arms. So I want you to clench both arms, clench the fists, clench the forearms, clench the upper arms and the shoulders. Inhale and hold the breath as you clench. Count to 3 and let go. Exhale and just feel the arms flopping down, twice as heavy, twice as relaxed as before. Keeping the arms relaxed. We're going to do the same with the legs. So make fists with your feet. Clench the feet. Clench the ankles, the calves, the shins, the thighs, backs of the legs, fronts of the legs. Clenching everything. Inhale, hold for 3 and clench. And exhale and relax the legs down. Feeling them twice as heavy and relaxed as before. Keeping the legs and the arms relaxed, we're going to clench up the torso. Feel it in the pelvic floor, the lower belly, the upper belly, the back. Everything's clenching all the way up to the shoulders. Inhale, hold, clench, and release. Feel the body sink right down into the mat, twice as heavy, twice as relaxed. Deep breath in, and we're going to clench up the face now. It's a gurning competition. Just clench up everything you can in your face. Forehead, eyes, cheeks, nose, lips, jaw, scalp, anything you can clench. Inhale, hold and clench. And release. Nice deep breath. Just tuning into the natural breath. And I'm going to leave you here in your relaxation, your Shavasana. And you can stay as long as you want. Try to stay at least a few more minutes anyway, but you can stay as long as you want. So I'll just say thanks for coming, and when you're ready to get up, just take it slowly. So you've been to my classes before, you know how we take it slow. We move small movements, then big movements, deepening the breath and getting up really slowly. So thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll check in with you afterwards how you're doing. Thank you. Namaste. Om Shanti.